you been trying to find a way to level in Wayfinder, especially if you have already done all the story content and side missions, but you still have more level to gain? Well, I got some brand new information coming from the devs about this and some of the changes that are coming as early as this week. But before we get into the details of this upcoming update, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting on our Patreon, as well as Twitch, and of course here on YouTube through memberships. Thank you, my dude. Link in the description. If you can help out the channel, that would be great, and get you a whole bunch of free good and get you a whole bunch of free goodies below, link down there. And with that, let's jump into this and let's talk about this upcoming update. This information is coming from the official Wayfinder Discord channel, brought to us by a Solid Age, and of course the post is all about appearance. So the main thing here is, of course, as we all know, appearance have been super low when it comes from non-quests. So we talking lost zones, we are talking taking part in the open areas, hunts, and many other ways here. And of course, as we all know, leveling is mainly done through doing quests and main content. So to fix the issue that pretty much everyone been having, we got us some information. So as stated here, we agree we are going to be turning the gain across the board in a hot fit before the end of the week. So a full hint here, as it could be as early as the next 2 to 3 days. Also including that in the hot fix, we'll be increasing appearance in hunts and creature kill inside of lost zone and highland. So right there, the big boots happening here, as well as fixing some enemy who previously were given no appearance, which I'm kind of curious to know what enemy was not given any, especially since we can't exactly see that information, because it's not like we can see our ball going up easily for each kill, or get like a little pop-up that say X amount of appearance have been granted to you, like you might see in other MMOs. But nonetheless, hopefully not only add that ability, but nonetheless, every enemy will be getting a boost to appearance. But appearance is not everything, because let's go ahead and talk about the reward tower. Since that is another issue I know a lot of people are having, that actually leveling up the season is not the most easiest thing to do, and especially if you want to unlock the final reward inside the reward tower, you have to complete every other tier in it, which is over 100 and very daunting. But we do have a statement about getting more appearance for that. With, of course, we also agreed the big thing that we had planned for Founder Season 2, which will be the next season that will include Netquack, Gwendor, / character, is the job board. This is something we knew about the job board because it's have been on the roadmap to give it dailies and weeklies if you're unfamiliar with it from them posts. But nonetheless, like continue here, that will allow you to quickly level up your reward tower by selecting missions that you want to undertake for the day. We are looking at releasing this along with a billion quote sooner than a season 2. So right now is a big update since it will be coming ideally before season 2, which at the moment seem to be set up for the end of November into early December. We will see where that kind of shakes out, because originally they did say 3 months after release. We are roughly in that time period, but it's still early, so we will see if we get season 2 by the end of November. So if that indicates, this is also kind of hinting at we might be getting that up a lot sooner than a lot of people are expecting. And of course, I know the whole appearance growth up is something that a lot of us are excited for, because there are more items you can get in the game right now, but they have no use. So I'm personally looking forward to that, because I know probably a lot of players gonna hit mat level pretty fat with how many of them we have stockpiled. But nonetheless, let's continue here. In the meantime, we will be increasing the rate of which reward tower keys are granted before the end of the week. So once again, I think that is going to be tied back to the appearance thing, and in return, more affiliate from the reward tower, which is fantastic. I have no idea how they're gonna exactly boot this here. I don't know if it can be for completing such lot zones or maybe doing side mission. Personally, I will say, since it will be coming that week, for the few of you who haven't actually done your side missions, I would say hold off on it just in case they are what going to be getting a boot. But I imagine that won't be the only thing, since I know a lot of players have already completed all that stuff. But you know, no proof one way or another if that will also be a thing. But personally, if you haven't done your side stuff, I would honestly wait and see if that also get a boost on top of everything else that's going to be happening with that. So, just my opinion, take that as you will. But with that being said, back to the exact quote. We reveal the reward tower increase in the future when the job board have been released. So hopefully when we get the job board, we will then start seeing how some of that stuff going to break down. Because as of now, we have no idea exactly how much affiliate we get for the reward tower beyond it manually just leveling up all the time. But you can't look at a quest and be like, if you do that, you're going to get 100 affiliate. We just don't have that information. So hopefully that's something else we will get insight on when the job board is released. But from there, we do have one more Q&A here for an alternative way to get affiliates. And as they state, we are looking in a new and exciting way for players to get affiliates. One of the things we be doing is rethinking the affiliate bar, which hopefully that will go into actually being able to see it in the game and not in your pause menu. Also, finger cross, maybe affiliate being shown as you kill enemy. We can hope. Nonetheless, as we continue, why this was a way meant to fill up as you for the exposition, it isn't rewarding enough and doesn't correlate to the level of activity you are doing. If you come across 2 to 3 puzzles in a side room, you should get some good loot and affiliates for completing those, and perhaps a larger chunk of affiliate bar versus fighting off an ambush that is on your critical paths. We have more on how we will address those at a later date, and we are also finding some tech for doubling affiliate weekends and hope we have those soon. So that can imply so much up there. Like I said, being able to see it like net to your health, maybe at the bottom screen like you would in some other MMOs, as well as maybe we can see affiliate overall. Maybe we can have a little bit of breakdown here. So that is great. Also, the whole thing of giving up more affiliate for ambushes and doing puzzles and activity, that would be great. That would be great, especially since at this point, especially wanting a lower level stuff, I imagine some players might just be skipping the chests or side room and just bum rushing straight to the end. So that right there is a fantastic little incentive to get people doing some of the side activities as well inside of lot zones. So great on that one. As well as double affiliate weekend is honestly not surprising, because at the end of the day, this is a live service MMO. So, of course, that do make sense. The question going to be on that one is that something that is just mentioned as a, hey, this is something we will be doing, just like free-to-play. So, will we actually see any of that in early access? I don't know, but hopefully we will. But at the same time, I could see them also waiting for the release as a free-to-play game for that. But once again, we will figure that out when the time comes. But with that, that is everything that is happening this week, as well as a little bit in the future. So this is fantastic news for any of us who are still waiting to max out our Wayfinder, our weapons, or our reward towers. So once again, they are saying by the end of the week, and with today being Wednesday, I believe, time is a paradox right now. So I don't even know what day or time it is. I think it's Wednesday. Let me know in the comments if it's Wednesday or not. But nonetheless, that is coming here in the next few days, and I am honestly pretty excited for that, because this is a change we've been needing for a while now, especially once they did know a couple of billion stuff from early on in development. So with that, that is everything you need to know for the time being. I will be back tomorrow with any more Wayfinder MMO PSO stuff and whatever else that might be happening in the MMO landscape. And of course, if you have found that video helpful in any way at all, make sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells below. And once again, not only tell me what day it is below, feel free to leave some emoji. Because once again, engagement is engagement. And with that, that's going to do it for me. And I will see you in the comments.